I'm in Bosnia. I've come to Bosnia to spend a couple of days meeting some of the entrepreneurs that have benefited from Lendwithcare and see for myself Lendwithcare in action on the ground. Despite the war ending in this country nearly 2 decades ago, it's evident that there's still massive problems. One of them problems is sky-high unemployment, and people that are particularly affected are young women. I'm here to meet some women, try and understand what their life has been like, what they're going through now, and how the loans that they've taken out are going to benefit them and their family. I visited Srebrenica, a town in Bosnia which received worldwide media attention back in 1995 for the genocide that took place there during the war. At the Srebrenica Memorial, I heard firsthand about the thousands of men and boys who lost their lives from someone who managed to survive. Just outside Srebrenica, we met Safika, who's 21 and married with a 20-month-old son, Adnan. It was a real pleasure spending time with Safika. She was able to explain very clearly the benefits of being involved with Lendwithcare. She told me if it wasn't for the opportunity of a loan, she doesn't think her husband's wage would be sufficient in supporting the whole family. Safika used her loan to buy a cow. Initially, the cow was used to feed her baby, and now the plan is to sell the calf, which will enable her to continue supporting her family. Safika lost her father during the war. She tells me her and all of her girlfriends who are of a similar age, in their early 20s, have no real hope of becoming employed anytime soon, which unfortunately I've learned is a massive problem here: youth unemployment. Despite being up against it, Safika was so welcoming and incredibly positive about the future. Safika wanted to thank the lenders in the UK. From Srebrenica, I travelled back to the capital, Sarajevo. There I met Mediha, who runs a tailoring and craft shop, a business she started when she lost her job after the war. Starting from home, Mediha worked hard to move her business into a small premises. And now, with help from Lendwithcare, she has a thriving business with the equipment she needs. I could tell how much the loan had meant to her. She said it was the only way to get her family back on their feet after the war.
Pa ovako, za jednu ženu, bosansku ženu, jako su bitni ovi krediti. Pa jedini im je izlaz u tome ovako da uzmu neke te vaše male kredite i da pokrenu nešto svoje privatno, eto, ovako ko što sam ja, ili imate i drugu ženu, imate žena frizerke, imate žena raznih struka, mislim, može, ali u zanatstvo, u proizvodnju, eto, u tom vidim izlaz, znači da se ženi pomogne i samo tim kreditima, nikak drugačije, jer ja sam žena koja radi s kreditima i živi i vraća kredite i bez kredita ne bi mogla, vjerujte. Pa jednostavno samo da im se zahvalim, puno hvala i da i dalje ako mogu pomognu ženi Bosanki i ženama nama, eto, to je to. Znači puno hvala. Thank you.
Since the war and the genocide, which happened here in 1995, Bosnia has desperately been trying to get back on its feet. The amount of people who lost their lives here is utterly astonishing, and the devastation is still completely evident to see even today. Thankfully, the fighting has now stopped, but living in the aftermath has created new problems. So the people are worrying, they're just worrying about different things. Instead of worrying about being shot crossing the road by a sniper, the concern is now, have I got enough food to feed my family, and will I ever be employed? So there's still a lot that needs to be done. It's been a real pleasure having spent time here in Bosnia. I've met loads of amazing entrepreneurs, all of them women on this trip, and I've seen for myself how Lendwithcare has absolutely changed their life, no question. You can lend as little as £15. You can go online, you can pick the entrepreneur that you wish to support, you can see how they're getting on throughout their whole journey, and then at the end, when they pay you back, you can either recycle that £15 or you can keep it for yourself. So, you know, this isn't a handout, this is you lending to somebody who just needs a leg up. If you haven't checked out the website already, I urge you to. It's lendwithcare.org. Check it out.